Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Shahira Wafa binti Azamuddin. My matrix number 11 DKA 19F1002.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Haris bin Hussein, number matric 11 DKA 19F1008.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Akmal Bisoko and my matric number is 11 DKA 19F1014.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Adib bin Muhammad Saad, matric number 11 DKA 19F1011. Today, we would like to present about penetration test on bitumen.
First, we doing the penetration test on bitumen. The first the aims of experiment is to determine consistency of bitumen or the standard grade of the bitumen by penetration test. Next, about the theory. Penetration test on bitumen. So, the bitumen we use is the reduced residue of or byproduct obtained by the refining of crude petroleum. A wide variety of refining techniques like state distillation technique. The soft extraction technique are used produced to produce bitumen of the different consistency and other desirable properties. Depends on origin and other characteristics of the crude oil and properties of bitumen require more than one process method may be applied. The types of construction design of the bitumen needs to be used, but generally good bitumen should have following properties. The properties we use the standard is temperature susceptibility of the bitumen. The bitumen mix the bitumen should not become too soft or unstable during hot weather and not become too wetty during cool weather. Secondly, viscosity of the bitumen. At the time of mixing and compaction should be adequate. This can be managed by the use of coat bag or emulsion of suitable grade or heating the bitumen and aggregate prior to mixing. Thirdly, evening and additioning of bitumen. There should be adequate evenly and additioning between the bitumen and aggregate used in the mix. Penetration is a measure of consistency. It quantifies the hardness or softness of bitumen by measuring the deep intake of a molecule to which the standard load needed to penetrate vertical in 5 seconds under specific temperature, load and duration of loading. BIS has standard the requirement and test producer. The penetrometer consists of a needle assembled with a width of only 100 grams and device for releasing and looking in any position. The bitumen is soft to a pouring consistency, certified pouring and pour into container at a depth at least 50 mm in excess of the expected penetration. The test should be conducted at a specific temperature of 25 Celsius. So the next is the bitumen of penetration. The use of different grade of bitumen depends on climatic conditions and types of construction. Commonly used grades are 30 to 14, 16 to 17, and 18 to 100. For bitumen macadam and penetration macadam only, IRC suggests bitumen grade 30 to 14, 16 to 17, 18 to 100. Generally, in warmer regions, lower penetration grades are preferred to avoid softening, and in colder regions, bitumen with higher penetration grade like 180 to 200 are used to prevent the occurrence of exercise business.
This is the pre-test for penetration test on bitumen. So, for the first question is, to prevent occurrence of excessive brittleness in colder region, the bitumen grade used is, the answer is D, 180 per 200. The second question is lower penetration grade are preferred in, the answer is C, colder region. For question number 3, the penetration is measured for every 5 seconds. The answer is B. Next, for the question number 4, for bituminous macadam, IRC suggests bitumen grades of, the answer is A, 80 per 100. The last question is penetration test on bitumen is used for determining, the answer is A, grade of the bitumen.
Let's move to the penetration test on bitumen experiment. Objective of the experiment is to determine consistency of bitumen or the grade of the bitumen by penetration test. Apparatus used: penetration setup, mount, needle, Bunsen burner, and butter bed. Description: penetration test is the most commonly adopted test on bitumen to determine the grade of material in terms of its hardness because of its simplicity. Let's move to the first step. First step, the bitumen material is heated to a puring temperature. Take a Bunsen burner and take the bitumen material. Puring temperature of bitumen material is 19 degrees Celsius. Move the Bunsen burner and put the bitumen into the mold. Protect the sample from dust and allow it to cool in an atmosphere at the temperature between 15 degrees Celsius to 13 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. Avoid to hold the bitumen, use our hand because the bitumen is very hot.
Take out the sample from water bath. Next, place the sample in position. Then, adjust the needle to touch the surface of the sample. So, move the slider to adjust the needle to touch the bitumen sample. Needle is in position with sample. How to calculate penetration value is final reading minus initial reading.
Next study, how to calculate penetration value. So the value is final reading minus initial reading. So the first make the pointer of the dial to 80. Turn on the button and try number 1, initial reading 0, final reading 18, penetration value 18. Make at least 3 DI point the surface of sample not less than 10 mm apart and not less than 10 mm from the side of the dish. Next, move the initial position. After it, test return the sample and transfer this to the water bed and wash the needle with benzene and dye it. Make the pointer of the dial to 80. Next, change the turn on again. Move nozzle to touch down to 0. Turn on and make at least 3 at point the surface. So the less than 10 mm apart and not less than 10 mm from the side of the dish. Try 2, initial 0, final reading 82 and penetration value 82. And turn on, move nozzle initial. After its test, return the sample and transfer this to the water bed and wash the needle with benzene and dye again. Make the pointer of the dial to 80 again. Move the turn on, move needle to touch sample surface. Turn 0, And the trial number T initial reading 0, final reading 18, and penetration value in 18.
Lastly, repeat the previous steps for 3 trials. Calculate the average penetration value. Note down the results and go through the inference given. Observation and results. From the data given, the answer for average penetration value is 80.67 mm. Answer the question. Obtained penetration value is suitable for road construction or not? The answer is yes. Conclusion. According to IRC, bitumen grades 60/70 and 80/100 is suitable for bituminous macadam and penetration macadam. Hence, the sample of bitumen is suitable for road construction. Post-test for penetration test on bitumen. Question number 1. Good bitumen should have temperature susceptibility, adequate viscosity, affinity, and addition. The answer is all the correct. Question number 2. What is test temperature of bitumen? The answer is B. 25 plus minus 0.1 Celsius. Question number 3. Penetration needle is clean with? The answer is carbon. Question number 4. Penetration test on bitumen is used for determining. The answer is A. Grade of the bitumen. Last question is bitumen grades 80 or 100 indicates. The answer is A. Penetration value of materials is between 80 and 100. So the result I get 4/5 and 1 wrong.
The main function of wearing PPE is to prevent the occurrence of unwanted accidents while doing work in the lab.